and 65 of the County Governments Act, Section 4 of the Public Appointments (County Assemblies Approval Act 2017, and variously abused his office by A. Illegally appointing one Mrs. Alice Bett, now a judge of the High Court, as the county attorney when there was a substantive office holder, an act which the Employment and Labor Relations Court, the Honorable Lady Justice Wasilwa, affirmed was irregular, unprocedural, and unlawful in the case of Sang versus Governor, Kericho County, and two others, petition number E001 of 2023. In that case, the governor was found by the court to be in gross violation of Article 73 and 232 of the Constitution, his actions found to be illegal and unconstitutional, and ordered to pay Kenya shillings 2 million and costs personally. The governor has therefore been already adjudged to be in gross violation of the law, and all the Assembly and the Senate are called upon to do is to remove him by impeachment. B. Causing the advertisement of the positions of doctors, nurses, early childhood education teachers, just to endear himself politically when he knew the county government did not have the capacity to hire. The applicants were subsequently not shortlisted, nor the alleged vacancies filled up. C. Illegally deploying health staff via notice dated 22nd of July 2024 without any justification, authority, and involvement of the County Service Board, thus creating a crisis in the health sector. And D. Illegally appointing Mr. George Kipngeno Kirer as the Chief Officer for Finance and forwarding his name to the County Assembly for vetting and approval when there was a substantive office holder in the name of Ms. Jacqueline C. Langat, and the vacancy had not arisen. Allegation 2, subversion, discrediting, and impeding of the oversight role of the County Assembly. On 3rd September 2024, the governor engaged in gross misconduct and grossly violated the provisions of Articles 10, 73, 75, 174, and 185(3) of the Constitution, and abused his office by writing to the Speaker, purporting to direct the Speaker on, inter alia, the timelines the Speaker should give the chief officers who are summoned by the Assembly for questioning in exercise of the Assembly's oversight mandate. The Honorable Dr. Eric Kipkoech Mutai, how do you plead to ground 2, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
Ground 3, gross misconduct. Particulars of this ground are as follows: allegation, bullying, incitement, vilification, and indecent sexual conduct. On various occasions, the governor has repeatedly engaged in 1, gross misconduct, and 2, gross violation of the provisions of Article 10, 73, and 75 of the Constitution, and Sections 29 and 34 of the Leadership and Integrity Act by A. Publicly vilifying the residents of Kericho County with divergent views. A case in point is a Mr. Marwa from Londiani, who, while attending an event in Londiani on 4th March 2024, the governor publicly disparaged, demeaned, and undermined, and even threatened to use the services of the police officer assigned to him to manhandle him. Similarly, on 24th of August 2023, the governor, while commissioning a renal unit and a bulk liquid oxygen plant at Kapkatet Sub-County Hospital, the governor openly vilified, slighted, and berated the Honorable Amos Birir, MCA Kapkatet Ward, who had not attended the event, describing him as mentally blind and stupid. B. Further, on 15th of August 20 2023, while addressing the press to counter the findings of the ad hoc committee of the County Assembly on Londiani accident, the governor spitefully referred to the members of the said ad hoc committee as the funeral committee. C. The governor has been operating with impunity as though he is above the law. On the second day of his being sworn into the office, the governor led a mob to invade a private land owned by one Mr. Josiah Kiplangat Kogo within Kericho town and tore down the fence. The governor has since designated the subject land as an illegal dump site operated by the county government without the consent of the registered proprietor. National Environment Management Authority, NEMA approval, gazettement by the county designating the parcel as a dump site, and in total disregard of a court order issued by the Environment and Land Court in the case of Kericho in ELC petition number E001 of 2022, Josiah Kiplangat Kogo versus County Government of Kericho. The governor has also obstructed the enforcement of the orders by the police administration. The actions are illegal, contemptuous to the authority and dignity of the court and the rule of law, unethical and demeaning the office of the governor holds. Further, as a result of the illegal actions of the governor, the county was condemned to pay the costs. D. There are numerous complaints of governors' indecent and unnatural sexual behavior by female partners who accuse the governor of, for instance, forcing them to unconsented anal sex, dangerous and unprotected sex, etc. The governor has persistently intimidated, molested, harassed county officers who do not sing to his tune, leaving officers jittery and creating an atmosphere of fear, uncertainty and despondency in the county, and thus creating a toxic work environment. This violates the provisions of sections 11 and 13 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012. F. The governor has persistently used divisive and unbecoming language which undermines the office he holds, contrary to section 8 of the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012. G. The governor has violated Article 75(1) of the Constitution by drawing hefty allowances and a salary while failing to diligently report to work, to the huge detriment of the discharge of his mandate as a governor and the performance of his functions. H. The acts of the governor enumerated above have collectively brought dishonor and disrepute into the office of the governor in violation of Chapter 6 of the Constitution and the Leadership and Integrity Act 2012. The Honorable Dr. Eric Kipkoech Mutai, how do you plead to ground 3? Guilty or not guilty?
I plead not guilty. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.